Greetings, true believers. It's your old pal, Spider-Man. Hey, Cadre. It's KJ. I'm dragging a little bit this morning because I normally go to work at 7 o'clock, but today I have to go to work at 5 o'clock. So it's now about 4 and quite a bit earlier than I normally get up. But I am committed to getting through these samples and recording them all. So I didn't really want to skip a shave today, so I got up early so I could make another video for you guys. I'm using another Cherry City sample today. It's grapefruit sandalwood. So the grapefruit's definitely there. It's not super bright. It's a little like grapefruit peel kind of smell. The sandalwood isn't really coming out. It's there. It's kind of subduing the grapefruit, but I don't smell anything like overtly sandalwood in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lather this up and see if the scent comes out of anymore or if it changes. And then today will definitely be my last use of the Rockwell. Plate number 5, again. I did have a pretty good shave yesterday with 4. Slightly better experience than my first time with the 4. So thought I'd give the 5 another shot, see if it would get any better. And if not, then I know plate 4 is pretty much where I would need to be if that was a razor I was going to buy. So I'm kind of glad I decided to do another day with the Rockwell, because I wouldn't want today to be my first day with the Timeless, being that I'm just a little bit tired and not my normal cheery self. So this coconut sandalwood soap, I haven't looked up the Cherry City website at all to look at the ingredients or anything. But the grapefruit sandalwood had a different consistency than the bay rum did. The bay rum was like super soft and mushy, and I was able to just scoop some out and smear it right in the bottom of my bowl. This one was more formed. I had to like chunk it out and then press it pretty good into my bowl. And there were a couple of pieces that were kind of stubborn and really had to get them pressed in before they would actually adhere to the bowl. And in just loading this, there's a difference. It's not loading nearly as quickly. It's not pulling the soap off the lather bowl nearly as efficiently. And I feel like there's a different lather consistency also. But we'll see that once I start building it on my face. It's more airy. Very airy. This is way different from yesterday. Yesterday was really smooth and gel-like, and this one is foam. Yeah, this feels like a completely different soap. All right. trying to not think about the razor and the blade too much. Trying to just do a normal shave with it, but man, I can feel the blade. So it's hard to give in and go full autopilot on this one. You see, I'm having a hard time even getting lather on the second pass on this one, and I didn't have any issues yesterday. So I felt my face real quick after the first pass that I didn't really feel anything residual going on, which mirrored yesterday. I think that was about my only big dig yesterday, was the not residual slickness. So based on the feel of this, I would say I could use the 5 every day, but the 4 was definitely more comfortable. So I'm glad I went up and tried it just to confirm, if nothing else, that the 4 is pretty much where I would want to be. Like I said, Dave settled on the 4, and then said he moved up to the 5. So maybe after using the 4 for a while, I would do the same thing. But this is definitely a better experience with the 5 than I had the first time. I was a little less cautious with it, and just allowed it to do its thing. But it's still not shaving me any closer. Still got just as much stubble left to touch up after the second pass, which just kind of baffles me. That as I stepped up in aggression gap on the razor, it never got more efficient, which kind of defeats the purpose. To me, the only thing it did was get more blade feel. And like that was just a little irritating. It didn't hurt, just it was starting to catch. So that's probably gonna be a little sore there later. I'll put some balm on that. So yeah, definitely 4 would be, if I was just gonna buy one plate on that one, I would get the 4. But overall, really good experience with the Rockwell. Thanks, Dave, for letting me borrow it. I really enjoyed being able to test that out. I know I said before that I was not interested in the systems with all the plates, but it's definitely a fundraiser to get to try and use. But just what I was kind of talking about is like now there's waste. So like if I did decide to buy this razor right now, it would come to me, and I would pull out the 4, and I would put it in here, and I would pretty much chuck everything in the closet, and those other 2 plates would just be wasteful, because I don't need them. Like maybe I would go to the 5 eventually, but I probably wouldn't ever need it. So it would just be a piece of metal that I paid for and wouldn't ever need it. So that to me is why it's wasteful. So using some of my watered down Humphreys Bay Rum concoction, which I liked it before as an aftershave, but now it's got like just a little teeny bit of a mild scent, a little teeny bit of a mild menthol, so it's good as a aftershave. And I may even water it down even more just to keep using it in that fashion for a while. So that sample will actually last me quite a while. Even the scent, it got so much weaker. I never really got the sandalwood coming through. And the grapefruit is really, really just very mild, subdued. So you can see it's very airy. It's just clumping. So this is not really a great lather. It's decent. It's shavable. But it wasn't nearly what it was yesterday from the Bay Rum. It was really surprising. It's just I don't know if it's the same base. I'm gonna have to go look up their website and see if they have 2 different bases. Maybe one's a veggie, one's a tallow. I don't know. Like I said, these are just little samples, and so they don't say anything other than the name on there. So I'll go look them up and see if there's anything else to be gleaned to help solve that mystery. I know Chad was confused on a lot of this too, but he was mainly confused between these and the pineapple slush, I believe, which will be the next one for tomorrow. This one has menthol in it, and this one is really hard. Like this one, I'm probably gonna have to shave off the puck rather than put it in my bowl, because this one I'm not gonna be able to get a sample out of it and into my lather bowl like I have been using. So, and I think he said the menthol was the only difference in that, but. You know, there can be batch differences. If you leave one open longer than another one, you're gonna allow it to dry out and reduce some of the water more than another one. So that could be some of the difference. I don't know, but I'll look at them and try to figure that out. So since this was supposed to be sandalwood, I'm gonna grab my Captain's Choice sandalwood, which is probably the best sandalwood I've ever smelled. And then, if you saw my post from yesterday, I got in something new, which is my Prix de Provence number 63 Eau de Toilette, which is just unreal. So we're gonna see what the longevity is on this today. So I put it on yesterday before I went for my motorcycle ride, and by the time I was done with my ride, I think from the time I put it on to the time I was done with my ride was maybe 2 to 3 hours, and most of it had gone, but I don't know if that was because I was out riding and had the wind on me. I don't know if that affected it much, but this will be just an application going to work. So we'll see if the longevity gets any more, but I just love the scent. Even if it doesn't last more than a few hours, it's still worth it. It's not super expensive, and it's a 3.3 ounces, 100 milliliter. So a pretty big bottle for not a ton of money. It's not super expensive compared to some of the other stuff, and really this is the best, hands down, the best cologne I have in my den. The best, and not the most expensive either. I've got some others that are more expensive, but it's my favorite. Right behind Agua Brava. Agua Brava would be my second favorite. So those two, totally my wheelhouse. So if anybody knows anything that's similar to Agua Brava or number 63, and you think I might like it, let me know, because I love those two scents. So we'll see you guys on the forums today. I'll try to get this uploaded before I get to work. And have a good day, Cadre. See you guys later. Bye.